Yeah, shit working.
Was good.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm fake all the way rusty out here with this. I'm looking at this shit like I ain't seen this since last year. How you been, brother?
Oh man, lots going on, man. It's funny because it's like 7:40. I'm sitting here, like I'm looking at the whole docket. I'm like, yeah. Then I look right. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't even set up nothing yet. I ain't got the
Yo,
camera up. I ain't got...
bruh. I'm looking around like I'm just like tapping here, tapping there. Like, yeah, all right, do this, do that. I'm like, wait a minute, how do I do that thing I did last time? Jesus Christ! I'm gonna see if I can figure it out mid chat.
Yeah, nah, it's all good, man. It's funny that it made me like relog into the StreamYard and all that too. So I was like, oh damn.
I ain't even had these passwords saved. I was like, yo, I had to go find a few. I was like, shit.
Facts, man. Facts, man. But everything worked out as always, man. Yeah, but it's good to be back. It's good to be back. We're gonna give the people some time to join, man. Shout out to the early arrivals, man. Jeff, you know what I'm saying? Only Mrs. Lee, appreciate you. You know, anybody tuning in on all the other apps, man, we appreciate y'all. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, X, all that.
TikTok pending.
Yes, TikTok pending, man. We had all this figured out.
Figured out. That was a year ago.
Life be life, man.
Correct.
Yeah, man. Yeah, outside of that, man, just staying bundled up, bro.
Nah. Alexa said 10 degrees on it this morning on the wake up. I'm like, oh, where are the 40 below boots that I only wear when it's 40 below? Like, it's time. It's really time.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like I could feel freeway every time I step out. It's cold world, better bundle up.
better bundle up. Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, it's nasty out there. I see. When it's cold weather like this, unfortunately, I always think of the homeless. You know what I'm saying? Because it's super unfortunate. Yes. Just get to try to find some sort of shelter, some sort of safe haven for them while temperature kind of at least get back up to the 30s. The above freezing. You know what I'm saying? But they always hit my mind when it's this cold outside. I'm like, hey, we run into the car, we run into the house, so we're like, oh, it's cold out there. Niggas don't have that backup plan, like, you know what I mean? So I know they're not hearing this, but be safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Wi-Fi, you are hearing this and you are homeless. Nigga, salute. I don't know how you're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we'll hit us up. We'll send you a Freedom Cage hoodie. We'll get it to you, man.
That's a fact. I'm gonna get it to you. I know. P.O. box, a corner, or something. Give me something, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. But yeah, man. It's definitely good to be back, man. Still going through the phases of figuring out what the hell I'm gonna do with my hair out in these streets, bro.
Like you're gonna have to. Hey, you got till spring, man. This is official deadline time. Before it hits 75 degrees 2 days straight, man, you got to figure this out, man. What we gonna do? You're gonna either get these shape ups or you're gonna go straight dread, man. It's all right, man. You're gonna do both. You're gonna do both. Like so, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, nah, you ain't lying. So I had my wife retouching my twists and all that, and I be telling her like, what do I do in the middle of like not taking it out sometimes, you know what I'm saying, to like keep it fresh and whatever. And she was like, there's like a dry shampoo type of spray that's out there that we have. I didn't know we had this though. So she's in the middle of doing my twist. All of a sudden she just starts spraying this shit on my head. I'm like what the fuck is going on? I'm like, did you just Febreze me? Like,
You wasn't ready at all.
Nah, not at all, shit. Man. Like, I was like, you could have told me if my hair stink. Like, shit, man, bro.
Give me a heads up. So I know Febreze when I see it. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
But apparently there's a dry spray that's like shampoo, dog.
Spray. When you say dry spray, a liquid's coming out, I believe, correct? When you spray?
I couldn't see it, bro. I'm trusting the
Oh man. speaking of getting sprayed, I have I usually do my dentist appointments on Thursday, so any real work to get done on Wednesday, I can still talk to. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the cleaning. It was the cleaning today, so it wasn't nothing crazy. But I got to throw on the big blue glasses. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, to try to be real cool with it, so you can't not get in your eyes. But I always close my eyes anyway during the dentist appointment. I don't really feel like looking at you in the face while you all over my teeth.
Too intimate.
Yeah, no, it's too intimate. You know what I'm saying? But this is where my intimate level went to a step beyond that I wasn't prepared for, right? She's going there. She's like, oh, found a popcorn kernel. I was like, popcorn kernel? I'm like, damn, that was like Monday night. I was like, I got to do better. Like, I was like, yeah. I was like, I got to do better, bro. I done brushed 3 times since then. I thought I handled it. You know what I mean? So halfway through the cleanup, man, she used like this marshmallow flavor, getting it in, water spraying all over my face. And then there's a moment when like I open my eyes and she's like over me, and I didn't care, but I felt mad pressure on my head, and it wasn't a face. I was just like, are those? I went back to eyes closed. I was like, I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. It's like she got a needle in my mouth. I'm just, yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm like, this is a little past uncomfortable, but I got to get these teeth cleaned. You know what I'm saying? By hook or crook. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, shout out to the dentist, man, getting it done, man. I appreciate that. Man. Got me out here.
It's nothing like an involuntary motorboat, man. Like that.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn, SK, what's her name? Chill, God. It was accidental. It was all accidental for an extended period of time. It was accidental.
Oh man, she about to pull up to that office tomorrow.
Big time. Who serviced him? I'm like, I don't know.
So I'm gonna find out whose boobies it was.
I'm like, nah, it was pure accident. Granted, she held the location, but it was pure accidental.
Okay. Oh man. Other than that, man, I've been listening to a lot of Fab lately, especially like when I'm running. And I remember when he was really like he's still doing real good with the freestyles, but you remember Young OG when he was just like spilling over the
soul tapes, man. Those soul tapes was different, man. It was so different. It sucks that any Fab you listen to is like old Fab because there's no current Fab no more. But whatever.
Like he continues to be, in my opinion, one of the most underrated rappers out there. And I don't know if you got a chance to see him on a Pivot, but they kind of talked to him about that. Like, yo, you've always been like one of the best rappers out there. Do you feel like you've ever gotten your just due? And Fab's real humble with it, man. He's like, dude, like I'm here. I know who I am. I do my thing. If people reach out to me, it is what it is. Like I'll do music with anybody who's really about their stuff. But every time I listen to Fab, I'm just like, this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is exactly how you do it. Make your money, you move in silence, but when it's time to do your thing, do it to the fullest, man.
It's a finicky line, you know what I mean? But he rides it, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't ever do too much, don't ever do too little. Granted, the fans want more, but hey, as long as they're still looking for you, they'll always check for you. You know what I mean? So, shout out to him. But hey, hopefully we get another series of mixtapes. I mean, part 1, 2, and 3. The summer shootout. Did we get a part 3?
That's a good question, man. I'll check that shit right now.
I'll take a part 3 summer shootout, please, man. Give me something. You know what I'm saying? End that series. Give me a new one. Whatever you got, I'll take it.
All right. So it looks like he did. That was the coldest summer ever.
Okay, shit. All right, so much for the series, the trilogy on that one. All right, bro, we need a new trilogy, bro. Please, that's that.
To get through these next 4 years, man, we're gonna need something.
Man, executive orders after executive orders. It's nasty. We'll get to all of that. But, we did miss everybody. It was New Year's. Usually call it a Happy New Year's, but niggas was grown, so it's really just New Year's now. But I've been telling a lot of my friends and people, man, listen, man, no more resolutions, man. We old now, we grown. Like, just look me in my face. Like, let me know, like, yo, what are you changing? What are you actually changing this year? I don't want no resolutions. I don't want to know what you're gonna work on. Just let me know what you are changing from last year to this year. Because the resolutions, I ain't gonna lie, these resolutions don't stick. I'm 7 years strong with the gym resolution. I'm done with it by the third. You know, you know what I'm saying? I'll be canceling right after the first payment goes. They're like, whoa, I felt that. Nah. You know what? I know. Nah. Cancel all of that back. You know what I'm saying? But do you have anything that you are just down to change this year that you were still involved with last year?
Ooh, dang, from last year. Definitely spending more time with my son, like individual time with my son. I didn't get to really do that much last year. We had little hangouts in the crib when my wife went out. So definitely wanna step that up this year. Have some real
Okay.
dad son bonding time. Make sure
What's
this
up?
little
That's
nigga
what's up.
really like me and shit.
Word. Bring it to the strip club. Say, we're not going in yet, but one day, like just drive by
Hey.
slow. Drive by slow. What's that? Nothing. But I'll tell you all about
That's
it.
it.
Nothing at all.
That's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
So listen, man. A lot has happened, since we were last on here, y'all. If you follow me personally, you know that December 31st, unfortunately, was the passing of my mother. Maria Moore was definitely a generous person, had a heart of gold. She would do anything for anybody. And I think uh the if I could have anything about her memory last on, it would be the fact that, no matter what was going on in life, she made sure that everybody around her was good. And I think the strength that I carry forward is that, mom looked around and she knew we were all good and we were in a position that if she could no longer be around, we would be able to move forward strong, move forward with her memory, and move forward family strong. And so, I want to thank everybody that reached out, whether you're part of the FCP gang, family, friends, colleagues, man. Y'all really held me down in a way that a brother really needed it. And every now and then, man, God puts things in front of you to remind you how important life is. And this one definitely hit a brother in the heart. But I know my mom is resting in peace. I know she's with my dad right now, and I got 2 guardian angels, so I hold on to that every day. But listen, we're gonna carry the legacy on, mama. We're gonna keep moving strong, raising up these grandbabies, changing the trajectory of our families. But I love you and I miss you every day. That's for sure. And to you, my brother, I swear to God, thank you. To Jen, my wife, everybody who showed up right away as soon as they heard. Um, my co-workers who showed up at the
Oh,
funeral home.
big salute to
You
them
know what I'm
outside.
saying?
Big salute. That's what's up.
Yeah, man, like that shit meant the world to a brother. So, just wanted to take some time to not only honor my mom, but thank each and every one of y'all, man. It was everything for real.
Word.
Right.
And Miss Marie, she was definitely one of the pillars of the fam. So her, passing on, transitioning, that was a big step. I was scared to come here and talk to you, bro. But we here. We here, bro.
Yeah,
We love you.
yeah.
We love you, man.
No, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. We're gonna keep it pushing, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Damn it. Not today.
No, yeah,
Not today,
yeah.
God damn
Hey,
it.
listen.
Not today, God damn it. Oh man.
No, definitely. So this past Monday was Martin Luther King Day. Definitely remembering the legacy of Dr. King, everything that he stood for, from equal rights, justice, pride in one's race and value. And I think I always remind people one of the things that I love about Dr. King was the way that he could command an audience. He was very clear in his message, had pride in everything that he spoke about, and he was willing to sacrifice himself for everything that he stood for. One of the things that a colleague of mine reminded me right before Martin Luther King Day was we have to remember that he was assassinated at the age of 39. So Martin Luther King was really just getting into the groove of what he was trying to do. So let's not just remember his memory and everything he stood for. Let's remember that he was cut down in his prime. And it's almost poetic in a sad way how everything we're about to talk about with these executive orders are working to erase decades of the movement that he stood for. We're gonna get into it later, y'all, but I tell you, this is the inauguration falling on Martin Luther King Day, and then everything that happened after it. You could not make this up, man, and that's why it's gonna fall perfect into the segment that we have.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah. MLK Day was a funny one. Unfortunately, granted, it's a national holiday. I still have work. I still got to show up, and I am the black guy, so the conversation's always like they scared. They be walking on eggshells when I'm around on MLK Day. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we got Juneteenth authorized either yet, but this the day comes. MLK Day, it's a holiday. So I had a dream himself. Management pulls me and one of my other coworkers into the office and start talking like, hey man, finance is getting tight. We might have to start cutting back. I'm like, whoa. Y'all niggas not firing the black guy on MLK Day, right? They said, you know what, let's back this up. This is stupid. We're gonna revisit this conversation another time. And they say, yeah, you do that. You pack that shit up, you get your little book, your little doc, your little iPad. We're gonna revisit this. I'll see you Tuesday. Yeah. But yeah, MLK Day for sure, man. I gotta get that into the one of the national holidays, man. Worth the Kendrick.
Yeah. That's a fact, man. A funny story about Martin Luther King, man. Dad always had a picture of him when I was on the first floor in the house, and we were all sitting in the house right before we went to Mom's funeral, and my mother-in-law is sitting in the living room looking outside into the other room, and she goes, "Hey, Sean, that a picture of your dad?" I was like, "Nah, Mama, so that's Martin Luther King." Yo, bro.
Yeah, I had that photo forever. When I was young at your crib, I assumed that was a family member to some capacity. I didn't know exactly who it was. I was like, you're 7, 8, 9. I'm like, oh, it's a prestigious photo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kept it moving. That's MLK. He ain't related, but he's one of us. But yeah.
Listen, I love Shay's family because if anybody could lighten up the mood in a dark moment, it's them. Like, I'm sitting there, of course, I'm pacing, I'm nervous, and she says this, and I'm like, listen, Mama Soda, I know you think we all look alike, but that is a prestigious activist right there. That is not my dad. I appreciate it.
I'll take it as a compliment, but it's not. He left such a legacy, but I can't claim this. I can't.
I can't. Man. I hope I can achieve half of what he's done. Even a 25%, I'll take. But that was funny, man. I had to share that here. I really did.
That was a good one.
But yo, man, the kids are growing up fast. Oh, all right. Sending love to Tanya real quick. She's at the hospital with her mom. Tanya, we hope everything is well with you. But we appreciate you and Happy New Year to you. That's for sure, man. Prayers. But listen, my son is growing up fast, man. He had his first outing with a friend.
Hey,
man, let me explain. So, go ahead.
Male, female. Please continue. That is the normal conversation. Please continue.
No doubt. All right. So, he comes out the room super excited. He gives the phone to my wife, and she's like, hello. So it's his friend Isaiah's mom. So now. She's on the phone with the mom, and she's like, we're having a little birthday get together, and I said he could bring some friends, and he wants Darius to come. So they're talking about the arrangements now, right? So now I'm listening. She's like, I can, you can like drop him off, or I can come and pick him up and drop him off. You let me know if you want to come or whatever. So the first option that Shay goes with is, oh yeah, you could pick him up and drop him off, bro. I was in the next room, right? I come in the room, I'm like,
you never seen this person in your life? You want to
nothing. So mind you, the entire rest of the conversation, I'm just like,
you don't watch no movies?
I can't say. Yeah, like we're not doing no chats, no nothing, none of that, right? So now I guess at that moment she felt the pressure because she already said yes, right? So she hangs up the phone. So after that, I'm looking at her, I'm like, so you really go, you just gonna let this random person just pick up our son? Like, yeah.
He's like, oh man.
I was like, you don't remember what Kenny said about them white vans? Like,
yeah, they just be showing up. Like, I got candy. Ooh, yo, we got to protect the youth.
Yeah, man, that shit lasted about 24 hours. She was like, "Nope, I'm going." She finangled some scheduling with the cake pickup and all that.
Smart,
man. But
thank God.
It looks like the lady's cool. He's got some decent friends, but the new age friends, they don't play, they don't talk much. They're on devices. They're just in each other's space.
Yeah. It's like me and my wife at night watching the show. None of us watching the show. We're both like, and it's even worse because we'll do it with a show with subtitles, just all the way disrespectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're not. You listening to a language you can't even fake put it together 5 minutes later. Like, oh, I wonder what happened. Nah, you missed all of that dialogue. Like we don't be paying attention.
So what's funny about that? I've done the same thing too, right? And they'll say something in Spanish, and I'll know what it means, so I'll laugh. But I'm in my phone, and she's like, "What you laughing at?" I'm like, I at least understood that part. I ain't got to see the subtitle. I know what they just said. It's funny.
I don't speak Spanish, but I speak 8%. You know what I'm saying? I could, you know what I mean? I might be able to get through a fake conversation with no responses, but
hey, listen.
Oh, man.
definitely, man. But yeah, man. And found out there's actually a dinosaur barbecue out here in Brooklyn. I thought there was only one uptown. Yeah, I've never been there. And at least to the one in Brooklyn. I've been to the one uptown.
I think it's is it Williamsburg?
Yeah.
Yep. Dino BBQ? Yeah. We went there one time over the summer. Oh wait, Darius is at Dino BBQ?
Yes, he was.
Oh, I know he was super hyped. He's like, oh, dinosaurs? I was like, oh, it's about to be lit. Me and T-Rex about to go ham on a rib bone.
So check this out. Stay right there. Shay comes back. She's like, babe, can you believe I went to Dinosaur Barbecue? There was a shit about dinosaurs there. Bro, I looked at her like
it's not a museum. It's a
play on the Fred bones. Was about to come out.
Yabba dabba do. I help you? Like, nah. It's like this is regular way it is with regular lives. Like, everybody got shoes on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I was just
valet nigga out front. No, it's a regular spot. Like,
yeah.
That's a good one.
She was expecting that.
She said, "Where's the big food?" Yeah. The one that's weighing your shit over when you drive home. Like, nah, that was at Costco before Costco was a thing. Right? Meat for the month. Oh man, that's a good one. But nah. No, I don't even think they got a dinosaur like outside as like a play like mannequin and not like that. It's just the title. Nothing dinosaur related.
There's no like dinosaur themed food, none of that. Like, yeah.
Nothing.
Oh man. So keeping up with the random thoughts, man. I pray I don't grow into the old dude that just screws up everybody's name. I think I had sent you or Ramel a reel where this old man was talking about Saquon Barkley. He was like, man, Shay Sean the truth, man. Like Shay Sean be tearing him up.
He's just gonna drop the cue. Damn. Shay Sean, you saw him hopping backwards. Did you see him?
Yeah. Oh my God. Man. I'm telling you.
Listen, I don't know what's worse, like saying the name wrong or just whatchamacallit. You got what I got whatchamacallit right through a whole dialogue,
Yeah.
But hey man, it's all about you got to eat for effort. You know what I'm saying? If you got the Barkley right, just run with Barkley. If you're not too sure on the first thing, just let it ride. Let it ride.
That's it. Yeah, but just staying on that theme of getting older, man. I was just sitting in my thoughts one day, and I was like, shit. Now I realize what Melvin from Baby Boy was trying to tell Therese at the time, because there's this scene.
Oh nigga.
Yeah. Oh,
like I'm down
man.
the line, old nigga. Like, not right now, old nigga line. he said, Terrence, baby boy. Oh shit.
Yeah, I try to see. I finally see what he was saying. Saying to Tyrese, when he was talking about guns and butter. You know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all who probably never seen Baby Boy, I think our audience has seen Baby Boy. But if you're watching this after the fact, Melvin was talking about the difference between guns and butter. Guns is those people that own like real estate, stocks and bonds, things that appreciate with value. And he was like, "What's the butter? The butter's cars, clothes, jewelry, all that other dumb shit that don't mean nothing when you buy it." And at the time, I was like, "What the fuck Melvin talking about, man? Like jewelry and clothes, man. I'm getting all these hoes. Like,
all these hoes."
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Now I'm getting older. I was like, Melvin was talking. He was talking a game. Like
he's talking that real game. Yeah, watching older movies with adult eyes, you just see things differently. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a cool ride. It's a cool ride for sure.
Yeah.
So
And now when
you
I'm
know what movie I rewatch? Oh, I was gonna say, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now when I'm trying to point shit out to like Darius and shit, I see how my brother felt. Cause you know what I mean? Cause he was like, "Yo, man, you need to pay attention to this movie." And I'm like, "Man, shit, man, I'm trying to go play tag. Fuck that."
So it's mad hot out there. It's mad hot out there. Oh shit. Watching older movies with adult eyes. I rewatched The Wood the other day with Mike Epps and Tay Diggs. You know, it was like, oh, you know, it was cool. Like the very beginning, like I forgot Omar Epps kind of talking to the camera. He looking right at you like, yeah, we here for this man's wedding, man. And he ain't even here yet. I mean, I was like, oh, I miss when movies used to do that. They don't do that a lot outside of the Martin show. People don't, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just take a second to look into the camera. But the part where they reminisced in high school, and the girl that he was attracted to, there's like, yo, the day you touch a butt. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah. I'm like, ugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm thinking of all the repercussions. I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they handled it, you know, I mean, she had an older brother who was a blood, so they handled it on site, you know what I mean, a little later that day. But just looking back at it, it's like, damn, saying that out loud, he just sounds crazy in 2025. You know what I mean? Can't do that. Can't do that.
You ain't lying, man. That's for sure.
Things have changed. Things have changed.
Indeed. And that's a perfect segue, man, into our next segment. This can't be real life. Things have truly changed, man. So for those who are what generation are we again? Generation X, right? We're Gen X, right?
Savannah broke this down to me, and she said 2 new ones I ain't even ever heard of yet. I was like,
yeah.
It's like,
I think it's like Alpha or some other shit. I don't know.
I'm like, you definitely learned that from TikTok, whatever.
Yeah, anyway, if you're in your 40s, let's just put it like that. If you're in your 40s, you remember Roseanne, the show, man. That shit was hilarious as hell. And you probably remember that at one point, I believe she had a talk show, and there was some allegations about racist antics, and this is all allegedly, right? I don't know what happened after those allegations. I just know she got canceled. Well, Roseanne is back, y'all, and she's back in a big way, featured on a rap song with a Canadian artist named Tom McDonald. The song is called Daddy's Home, and it is an homage to President Donald Trump winning the election. This is Roseanne, y'all. We're not, this isn't Photoshop. This isn't AI.
I just hope that's a wig. Like if she sat there and got that braided in, that's nuts. That is nuts all the way. But I'm pretty sure it's a wig. Please help me out, ladies. Y'all know this better than I do. I still can't tell when it's real, when it's not. But I didn't see the video. I did see like fake clips of this. I was just scared. Like not even confused, just more scared than anything. The fact that, you know, she had this get up somewhere ready to go, and somebody put a 4K camera in front of her and just said, action. Yeah, she felt it was time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
The song is pretty much a clap back to everything that Biden did, everything that Obama did, pretty much letting everybody know, just, you know, go cry somewhere. We're gonna bathe in your tears. Like it's about nearly 5 million views on YouTube. Scary times, y'all. scary times. If this becomes a fad of songs being made about what's about to happen in the next 4 years, oh man, this is about to get really, really scary and weird.
It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly for sure. Listen, man. This layer that Trump has like unfolded, we'll get to it, but there's so many different layers of all this that we knew. We had inclinations of what was on the way, but this is just getting weirder by the day. And it's only been like 3 days. It's only been like 3 days, man. It's nasty. It's nasty.
That's a fact. That's like when your boys warn you, like, don't get with her, man. She come with some shit. And you're like, nah, she do this though. She look good though. Oh man, shit switches up quick, bro. Oh man. Am I freeze? Oh, I think all right. I'm gonna keep things rolling. My man will be back in a second.
Yeah, I think I like what I'm seeing. It's like, nah.
Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. You good.
We back. I was like, we back, bro.
Yeah, you was stuck in the matrix for a minute. Oh, good. All right, what you were saying before?
Oh no, just like this layer thing with Trump is nasty, but we'll get to all that later.
No doubt. So, it's funny, you know, we were hanging out this weekend, and you know, your daughter Savannah just jumps out of nowhere. It's like, oh my God, TikTok is banned. And I think we all kind of looked around and was like, what? Talk about it, bro.
I'm like, oh no. TikTok is gone. Where you gonna get your little hair recipes from? What are you gonna do? And then Jen said, fuck the hair recipes. I get a lot of cooking shit from there. I was like, wait a minute. We're not eating tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, we gotta get this shit back. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, so now that TikTok's on, what you gonna do with all this free time, baby? She goes, I was like, oh, this is bad. This is bad. Yeah. Just the fact that you're thinking this long, this ain't good, baby. You gotta get a book. That's what you need. That should have been your first thing. Get a book. Go have a seat. Right. But listen, as you can see, as you can feel, United States and TikTok are like this, man. Mm-hmm. Oh man, shit was trending for like a good day, and that shit came right back at it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. What caught me off guard and that I didn't know was CapCut was actually one of the applications that were under that parent company. So when I couldn't even go in there and do some like editing real quick, I was like, wait a minute.
Oh shit. Oh, shit. It was cool when it was a kid thing. It's like, wait a minute, this is production.
Y'all fucking with the money now, man. What's happening, man? Like, yeah, but to your point, man, like I want to say less than 12 hours, shit was back up, man. But yeah, and then this is one of the, you know, executive orders that we're going to talk about, right? They paused the U.S. ban on TikTok for 75 days, specifically barring the attorney general from enforcing the law. Congress passed in 2024 to allow the new administration to assess national security concerns and seek a potential American buyer for the popular digital platform. So
here's my thing with that. All right, cool. Let's say Mr. Beast buys it on day 74. Great, right? So now, you know, China isn't accessible to all this data. We're gonna forget that they're involved in all the phone companies. Like we're just gonna act like that don't fly. Yeah, like we cool with Samsung and T-Mobile, and I mean we just gonna let that ride. Yeah. Like whatever. All that other data is cool to collect. So I don't know. They're not collecting the same stuff, so it's different. I was like, what's more personal than my text messages, my emails, my like, you know what I mean? Like you really getting to know me, like, you know what I'm saying? Not what what I'm doing on my lunch break, you know, as far as TikTok is concerned. So I'm just not sure. They keep moving this goalpost of what's important and what's not. You know what I mean? Like, and I think the U.S. is just trying to get some more money on their side somehow, some way. Similar to marijuana, like it was bad until they found a way to tax it. Yep. Now it's like, all right, come on in.
Bring it all in.
Bring it all in now, you know what I mean? So that's something I'm a little confused about, but I guess time will tell with that.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. So in timely fashion, our favorite comedian Dave Chappelle was on SNL, and
Yeah.
he had a really cool monologue. Did you by any chance get to check it out?
It's funny. It's the only time I watch Saturday Night Live is when Dave Chappelle is on, and I only watch his monologue and the skits that he was in.
Yeah.
Thank God for YouTube and people able to just cut
Yes.
clips up.
Yes.
I ain't watching all of that, but yes, I did see the monologue. Dave at his
Yeah.
best yet again.
Yeah, man. So he talked about a lot of really cool points, man. And the first thing he talked about is like, poor people can't see past their own pain. Really just focusing in on the fact that, people were going after Snoop for performing at the inauguration. I think Nelly performed as well, and some other black artists. And,
Mhm.
For the simple fact of it, it's just like unless you're in that position, it's really kind of hard to just, to try and come against somebody. I know
Yeah.
what Snoop said 4 years ago, but a lot of us ain't the same people we was 40 years ago. You know what I mean?
4
Like,
days ago.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Uh,
You can feel whatever way you want to feel about Snoop performing or any other black artist performing there, but nothing changed for me in regards to who Snoop is and what he represents. And I will always believe in you need to stay empowered to actually empower others. And if you're not aligned with those who are in power, you potentially become an enemy, and then who knows what you'll be able to do for anybody. I mean, that's just my opinion on it. People may disagree, and that's perfectly fine. We all got to find our own way to navigate the next 4 years. You have yours, I'm
sure.
gonna have mine. But I loved what he spoke on that.
Yeah.
He also made a joke about fame is like storming the beaches of Normandy with a smile on your face. It's like bullets are whizzing by, and you're just like,
That's just making it happen. Like nothing's hitting me. Like
yo,
uh, uh, that is rough. That is rough.
yo, that's a fact, man. But I don't understand the fame part, but I do understand that when you are in a position to make decisions, it's very easy for everyone to justify and ridicule and critique every little thing that you do. And you have to take it with a smile because at the end of the day, you need everybody to do what you need them to do. You can be firm, but at the same time, you can't just go off on some dictatorship like certain people in certain positions, and especially I can see how that can translate to fame, even though I don't have it. I can see how that translates, and I always love how Dave comes with the analogies. Man, it's perfect.
Right on time, all the time.
Yeah,
Um, no, it was he. I don't want to jump ahead, but he did reprise the role of Silky Johnson. That was cool. That was cool to see the
hilarious.
skit. You know what I'm saying, with the whole pop the balloon joint. That was super dope. He brought Ashley Larry out, and I'm looking. I was like, damn. Like it was a couple of dudes that was doing this with her. I was like, damn, Patrice O'Neal. He's no longer with us. Like, and there was one other dude. I was like, there's one other guy that was also at the Players Ball that's not with us anymore. I'm like, damn, everybody couldn't even be there in full force coming up.
Yeah. Was
But
Charlie
yeah,
was Charlie Murphy there?
Charlie Murphy as well. There we go. It was Charlie Murphy and
Yeah,
Patrice O'Neal. They were just kind of missing from the group of them. You know what I mean? Just cutting up.
yeah,
But it'd have been perfect time for a Roseanne joke. But whatever. Whatever.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And then he talked about having snitch energy. I swear I'm using this term from here forward, man. Because he was talking, if you haven't listened to the monologue, he was talking about how he was never at any of Diddy's freak offs, right? And then he started to think about the fact, like, wait a minute, am I ugly? Like, is that why I was never present at the freak offs? But then he thought about it and he was like, I don't have an ugly face, but I have a fair face, right? And this face, Dave Chappelle is talking about his face, gives off snitch energy. He said, if I saw somebody that looked like me, I definitely think he's gonna tell. I wouldn't invite him nowhere. That shit had
Yeah.
me crying, bro.
You said my face gives snitch energy. You can't control that. You can't control that.
Yo, that's
uh,
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
control that snitch energy.
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
Faye, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. High life. What's going on, baby? Yeah, man. Shout out to Fade, man. Fade been doing the drip reviews lately.
Bruh, I gotta, I
On
can't
point,
even.
brother.
I want to say, oh, I gotta catch up, but he's in a race that he done lapped me twice. So I'm like, yeah, this race ain't really a race. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna catch him on the next lap. I catch him on the next lap.
Fabe, you gotta do one of those pictures where it's you and then you in the mirror with two different drip outfits on, and just be like, "Yo, it's me versus me every day. Like we just trying to out drip each other."
That's it. That's it. He got it. He got the juice.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. So what else? So of course, in typical Dave Chappelle fashion, in all of his recent stand-up series on Netflix and all that, he ends it with a message. And he talks about the presidency is no place for petty people. And he sends a direct message saying, we are all counting on you. Have some empathy for displaced people, whether they are in the Palisades or in Palestine, and do better. We all need you to do better. So listen, we appreciate Dave so much that we can't take any time that this man speaks for granted, because it seems like for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years, the message has been clear in everything that he's done. And this one just really hit home. Shout out to Dave, man. All right.
Yeah, I do like a lot of the people that that are speaking on it. They keep ending on a somber note, like, "Hey, man, please, just think about whatever you do before you do it, man. Just please."
Yeah.
Good night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's been in their monologues like that the last 2 days. Like, whatever you do, man, please. Yeah. It ain't working though. It's not working.
Yeah, Fabe said, "Man, we're cooked." Oh man. So speaking. Oh no, go ahead, bro.
I don't know. I was just like, I hope you got all your shit in order. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, to some capacity.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So we're gonna switch over to our segment, man. Politics as usual, and shit. This might as well be our main topic because there's a lot to talk about, y'all, in regards to Donald Trump officially being sworn in inauguration. It was a flurry, man. It was a flurry of executive orders that he enacted within, I want to say, the first 24 to 48 hours. He's still at it today, and he might be at it for a while. Just pretty much, yeah, man, just pretty much going after everything that Biden enacted and going after a ton of DEI initiatives as well. But we're going to start first with redefining the birthright citizenship. It states that under the 14th Amendment, a Trump order asserts that a child born in the U.S. is not a citizen if the mother does not have legal immigration status or is in the country legally but only temporarily, and the father is not a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. The order forbids U.S. agencies from issuing any document recognizing such a child as a citizen or accept any state document recognizing citizenship. This order is already being challenged in the federal court. Just waves and waves of issues and a lot of frustration around this, man.
What bugs me is, like, didn't he get the Latino majority vote? Whatever. Hey, we're not here to talk about all that other stuff, man. What's done is done. You know what I'm saying? What's done is done. We just out here just trying to make sure, you know, everybody's all right, man, on the side of the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's good for the economy, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. It's rough out there, man. It's rough.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And listen, man, DEI, listen, if you listen to us, we've been talking about this. We've been trying to prep all of you that, you know, they've been weaponizing DEI for the last 3 to 4 years, I want to say. And now that Trump is he's in office, man, he is definitely pulling the trigger on a lot of stuff. So here we go. He gave executive branch departments and agencies 60 days to eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, including all chief diversity officer jobs, equity action plans, and environmental justice positions. Require departments and agencies to give the White House Office of Management and Budget an accounting of previous DEI efforts, including names of relevant DEI contractors and DEI grant recipients. So they're
he's not just coming after those, he's coming after niggas that knew niggas.
That's right. That's right. So he's coming for he's coming for the head and the body and the money that was funding the movement. It's incredible, guys. It's incredible.
He gave a lot of those DEI officers till the next day, 5 p.m. to close shop.
That's facts.
That was that. That was that.
It's facts. He repealed several Biden era directives on racial and ethnicity equity and LGBTQ rights. They included orders intending to ensure equitable distribution of federal money based on the 2020 census. Remember, y'all, back in 2020, after the brutal murders of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, you saw all of these companies pledging funding, pledging initiatives, saying that they were going to amplify all of these inclusive initiatives on job opportunities. All of this, he's coming for every single program that was funded by federal dollars. Cease and desist. No longer. We don't want to do it. Oh, man. And so shout out to Fabe on YouTube. Fabe says, Trump wants to make America white again, but he's actually going to find out that Black people have been overqualified for these work positions and that white folks have been affirmative action hires. I hear that, brother. I hear that.
Fact.
I hear that.
Facts.
Yeah. SKL over on IG, so pathetic and disappointing. Only Mrs. Lee. That's a fact. Truly sad and disappointing, man. I feel all y'all, man.
All these executive decisions that came down. There was one where my wife mentioned to me, and I'm like, I hate to agree with the guy, but I do agree with him on this one. That was the one where he is now requiring the U.S. government to only recognize 2 genders, male and female, passports, visas, global entry cards, and all other forms of docs. And, so I said, hey, I get it. You can identify as whatever you want to, but your application just have 2 boxes on it. Like, what I'm saying? Either gonna be this one or that one. If you transition it, dope, go there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you are. That's what if that what you identify with, dope. You know what I'm saying? But that whole in the middle, just I don't want to be quite this, I don't want to be quite that, and this is where I am as a gender. Not that I don't agree with it. Hey, I'm happy for everybody, but don't put this on. If it's on a black and white box and I gotta fill out this application, don't give me multiple answers. It should be an A or B. Don't give me C through H. I don't need all that. They did that. I think what was it? Last summer camp. They have you fill out for the kids online now. Hey, male, female, X, that. I'm like,
yeah.
I said, my 6-year-old. I was like,
yeah,
I remember, man.
I remember you talking.
I was like, nah, man. Girl. I'm saying, I don't know what else. I don't know why. I don't know. There's too many questions, so there's multiple choice.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. You got a thought on that one, or how do you feel about it?
So I come from a place where I believe for the younger children, and I don't even know what age to really put it at, right? But I believe younger kids should be left out of it, right? They're still figuring out life. They're still trying to, there's so much being thrown at them at the same time. I don't feel like they should be pressured to make these decisions right away. But because the information is out there, it's clear as day that there are people who are making decisions, transitioning. That we can't stop them from getting this information. There are measures that are creating safe spaces so that they can feel accepted and included. Now, removing these genders, the tough part about it is it created safe spaces for people to feel included and identified in certain spaces. Now, what do they do? The science of it, I can't argue. The physiological nature of it, like SKL is talking about in the chat, can't knock that, right? This is all transitional surgery that's happening to change the sex that you want to identify as. So I understand both sides, And similar to you, I love everybody. You know what I mean? As long as you like it, I love it. And if it doesn't hurt anybody, let's do it. So that's where I stand on it. But I know there's a lot of people right now that they are really struggling with this because of all the work they did to create these spaces, create these avenues of feeling safe in their identification. And that's from speaking to people who have transitioned, speaking to people who have advocated for these rights, getting this stuff included in, unfortunately, in when you sign up for school, when you check into a medical institution. But yeah, that's where I stand.
I feel you. I definitely feel you on that one. But oh man, he let
bro,
chat going crazy. Chat going crazy.
Yes. Let's weigh in. All right.
Leave from the corporate world. Chill.
SKL. There is only two genders. That's anatomy and physiology. You can't change that no matter what come to changes, no matter what cosmetic changes you make. Leave from the corporate world. Chill. Let that roll. Hey, listen, man. I'm Floyd out here. High life. I'm Floyd out here. They train me for all this.
I said I've been ready.
Only Mrs. Lee. I agree. Kids don't know how to clean their ass right, let alone to decide what they like. So yeah. High school ages, you are now getting to figure yourself out to decide what you want to be or like. Absolutely. Highlight, they can address this simply by asking original gender at birth. Okay. There are only two clear choices there. Understood. And then only Mrs. Lee agreed with that. Let's see. Fabe over here. It shouldn't change unless science changes, and science says trans people make up less than 1% of the population. The way the right wing have exploded on that community is alarming. That's very true. And Kenny, I think you made some of the best points that I've heard in regards to the participation in sports. So, you know, in case anybody new is tuning in tonight, man, refresh them on how you feel about it.
Like, honestly, it's not enough money to support additional genders as far as whatever they want to do to better themselves or feel more included as far as sports goes, as far as prison goes. Even whether you try to do good and play a sport, there's not enough faces like you to create a league. There's barely enough women for the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just some things that we can't just make up because a lot of people thought about it at the same time. There's no infrastructure for it. It's just not there. There's no so there's a gray FL where you know what I mean. Like they tried the women's league, they tried the men's league, but those that are transitioning, even the boxer with the Olympics, we still don't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? But hey, she won. You know what I'm saying? In a place that they felt she wasn't allowed to be. So it's just the infrastructure's not there to support all these additional genders. It was never made for that. It wasn't originally thought to be more than two. So you go to the bathroom, it's a men's bathroom, women's bathroom, and that is a third one. It just combined the symbols. And you open the door, you don't know what to expect. You know, it's like is it just me here? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what's on the other side. You can't let your kid go to the bathroom by themselves when they got this option. They think everything's cool. You know what they're seeing something they're not supposed to be seeing. It's just too many variables, man. Too many variables. So it was I forgot what state it was in, but there was a male at birth who transitioned but didn't do all the cosmetic stuff down below, right? Transition got sent to a woman's prison due to his beliefs, his likes, his interests. Cool, dope. He got about 7 of the inmates pregnant. And now they're like, yo, how'd he do that? It's like, I mean, how'd she do that? Like, it's like, he did that. Like, that wasn't, I don't know what to tell y'all, but y'all kind of let him in with that. So he used it when he got in. I don't know what was going to happen. I don't know if he took advantage of them or they took advantage of him, but we're here now. So how do we, throw him in the men's prison? Because it's over for your boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what you want to do? Like, it's just too many variables, man. It's tough. We're just not ready for it as a society. We're not ready for it.
I hear you. High Life weighed in. I've been on the fence with this topic. See, change is necessary. I would be a hypocrite to fight change because truthfully, change gave us freedom as black folks. However, where do we draw the line? That's what I mean. The blatant ignorance is crazy. And he's referring to what you was just talking about with the in trans and prison and sports. So yeah. Thank you, High Life. Great points. Great points.
For sure.
Make
it make sense, and it doesn't from SKL.
Yeah.
Are we still in that make it make sense segment? We still here? No, we in politics. But I mean, it's a lot of crossover, a bit of crossover.
Yeah. So switching real quick to healthcare, man. I know during the debate, Donald Trump did talk about wanting to restructure the Affordable Care Act. Before, I think when he ran for the first term, he wanted to get rid of it completely. And so he's looking to repeal Biden's directives intended to make it easier for folks to enroll in Medicaid services, secure insurance coverage under the Affordable Care Act, and lower prescription drug costs. But this executive order is not going to repeal the Biden-era $35 monthly cap on insulin, Medicare's $2,000 annual out-of-pocket cap on prescription drugs, or Medicare's ability to negotiate drug pricing. Now, my strong belief why he's not touching that is because this is where the Eli Lillies come into play. If you've been paying attention to what's going on around weight loss now, Eli Lilly's working on the pill form of, the weight loss drugs to get away from the injections. So he's not going to do anything that's going to impact the rich friends that he has and their plans that they have for the future. But I am concerned with Affordable Care Act and access to enroll in Medicare services, because a lot of times, especially here in New York, we use the federal poverty level to gauge what level people can come in as far as these Affordable Care Act plans, and it regulates their premium or their patient responsibility. That's what you're held responsible for after you see a physician, if you did not know. So that's where I'm a little nervous for those people. And some of them just enrolled in those plans. So now, what's going to happen in the next, 30, 60 days? I don't know.
Oh, no. Yeah. What else did he do? Did he do anything else yet that we know about?
I love SKO. He has concepts of a plan.
He told everybody at the debate. Still won. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But I think the one that sent shockwaves, I believe today, was revoking the Equal Employment Opportunity Act. And just to provide a little background here, I know I had it somewhere. Hold on, y'all. Give me one segundo. All right. So the Equal Employment Opportunity Act of 1972 is a United States federal law which amended Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 to strengthen protections against employment discrimination. Now, back in those times, y'all, and this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but we get that everybody's at a different level in their learning curve. Employers had the right to not hire you based on your race, your sexual preference, your abilities, all of that. Like, if you were disabled, they could say, no, we don't want you working here. And all of this act was to make sure that no employer could discriminate based on any of those factors. He is now rolling back decades of work that was done to protect and make sure there was an inclusive and equal opportunity pathway for all people. And he's using the same language that was developed for these to roll it back and say this is a criminal act against the rights of all people who are performing high at an individual level of their own merit. It's insane. Like, if you go read the order, it literally rolls back everything that they said and uses all their words against them.
That's nuts. Fabes also said employers now have the right to pay you less based on race and gender as well.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't he get the woman vote too?
Yeah, he got them too. Got them too.
Yo.
Yeah, I don't know where all these people at. I think he
Oh.
pardoned about 1,500 people too. First day in.
Yeah.
A lot of the
Great.
J6 are out. A couple of people that was affiliated to some extent are out. Free. They had to do that tough year behind. But oh,
I'm telling you, man. And this is where I'm saying all of this shit is poetic, right? If you go back in history, right? Lyndon Johnson signed this in sometime in September 1965, 2 years after Martin Luther King gave his "I Have a Dream" speech. To see all of this like roll back right after, like this is
MLK Day.
Yo, it's intentional as crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brace yourself, man. You got another 4 coming up. Got another hard 4 coming up. Week 1. I have another 4 years coming up.
I feel like somebody just dropped the draw 4 on America, man. Like this shit is crazy.
Nigga said pick up. He's like, oh, I had 1 card left. Yeah, pick up. Pick up. A couple of things we did miss while we were away for the early January. Some weird entertainment news. Jimmy. I got a question for you, man. Listen, fathers, love our child, love our wife, our partners. Everything is great, and it will remain that way forever.
Yes, sir.
Ever. You know what I mean? So, but Jimmy Butler, man, his baby moms, who is currently receiving $50,000 a month in child support, went to the judge and asked for an increase. Hey, don't get me wrong, they got 3 kids together. Being a domestic worker, I believe it's called the professional term for a housewife. Hey, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I understand, but I know it's not easy. It's not an easy task. But if you was already getting 50 bands a month, you're talking 4 weeks, 28 days, maybe 30 on a rough day, on a rough month. What's the cap, bro? Like, what's your stance on? Yo? That's enough, man. I know I'm well off. I understand. Hey, contracts on Google. I get it. I see it. You know what I'm saying? But do you have a cap?
Oh man. Thankfully, I am no expert on family court. But I got to say, man, the only thing I can tell young brothers out there, make sure you know how to pick them. Make sure you know how to pick them. Make sure you be very careful in who you lay down and have a child with. That's number 1. Number 2, if you got the chance to get custody, man, get that shit. Fight for that shit. Keep your kids, man, because that's one thing I always respect about D Wade. For all the other things that he did, that man fought for custody of his kids, so he ain't have to force up all that money to baby moms. Now, granted, I'm not privy to the situation. I'm not saying she didn't deserve it, but I can say if you're a father that want to be in your kid's life and you don't want to get the raping you records, those are the only things you could do, and you only have so much control with that too. You know what I mean?
By the way,
you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Hey, child support. Hey, if you need it, get it. That's great.
Yeah.
But asking for a raise is nuts.
Yeah.
It's like if we all settled on a number, hey, these are the children. Spoke to the judge. Judge said, boom. I said, damn, but I'm paying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't come back like, hey, you know what? After some additional thought and some more finances, I'm gonna need a bump. I'm gonna need a pay bump. It's like people can't get raises with real jobs. It's rough out here. But I get it.
Yeah.
KL
said, well, she can't claim her kids on those taxes now.
Hey, Trump dropped that too. He dropped that too.
That's right.
Hey, let's talk about this for a second. I don't agree with Trump with a lot of shit. Like, but this one, I was feeling him a little bit. I was like, hey, man, if you drag that man to court, man, you can't drag him to the tax guy too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like let that man hey, let that man get that little EIC back. Let him get that tax credit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I wondered why Chef G and Sleepy Hollow was there for that rally. I got a feeling this came from them, kid. I got a feeling like I can see Chef G being like, "Hey, yo, Trump, my man's out here getting got by these girls, man. You gotta enact some shit to protect the homies, man. They're killing us. They're killing our pockets."
Trump came to the Bronx and said, "Say less." It's like, yo, they're not even from up there, but whatever, man. It's like, yo, crazy.
I see the vision. I see the vision, fellas. I did not know why Chef G and Sleepy Hollow showed up. I see the vision, fellas. I see the vision.
I said, on this next one, and I'm still in the Jimmy segment, unfortunately. I hate to see how greats go through this, but Jim Jones and Cam had a little online squabble. This happens every maybe 8 years with them. Jim had an interview with Justin LeBoy. He kept pressing him on, what happened to y'all. Jimmy kept weaving and dodging. He don't deal with the riffraff, you know what I'm saying? But after 8, 9 inquiries, you can press a home nigga for so many times before he goes, yo, get me on my shit, man. You know what I mean? But why do hip hop's future Hall of Famers go down this path of rekindling or rehatching negative aspects of their life back to the forefront? Like, what's the purpose of bringing this back up so often? Like, why? We love y'all, man. Just stay where y'all was.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. I think we are just at that age where it's like, guys, this is no longer fun to watch. Even people that are seeing it are just like staying on the positive end of it, saying we want a Diplomats reunion. We remember the old music. We remember the times. If it's creative differences, it's creative differences. I think I've never seen a white duo break up and just start talking crap about each other. Never seen it. And until we learn that is not the way to go and get rid of that anger and that hate that we hold on to, that we think is so cool, we'll continue to see old men make fools of themselves like this going forward. So all I could do is say, guys, hopefully, this doesn't last long because it doesn't look good. And we need every black man with a platform right now to be saying something of worth, because there's already enough negative shit coming our way that we don't need it to come from our own people. And I'll leave it at that.
That's a fact. There was one, before we get to this one last entertainment thing that hit, a couple people in the chat on the Mrs. Lee talking about the child support part. She says, yeah, but a lot of these fathers don't put up with the mom do the everyday life shit. For the woman that actually need it and barely get nothing, we understand. Speaking of fathers that are not born and love that much, not at all. Damn. Man, let me know, man. I don't know what that one was. Speaking of fathers that are not
speaking of fathers that are not involved, so I guess she's trying to say for the fathers that are not involved that much. So that's different, So only Mrs. Lee, we totally understand, right? We're not saying that if the mom is there taking care of the child every day, the father's not there. Yes, they should be given their portion. That's honestly true. If anything changes with their financial situation, the law requires that it goes up. That's the law from the little bit that I know. But what we're saying is you're getting 50,000 bands a month. And you're coming to the court saying, yo, I need an increase. Like, that's 600,
that's 600K a year. Just throwing it out there. Just 600K a year. Just quick math. I have to put a calculator. I'll make sure I was counting my zeros. Word. Shouts to Faye, man. You got to get shared custody, man. That's too much. Get shared custody. How you own? Like, I don't know how that works. If you're an NBA superstar, 80 games, 40 them away. You know what I'm saying? You're not home a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
got a whole
I can hire a nanny too. Like, I can hire a nanny too. You know what I'm saying?
I'll move you and your boyfriend, and it don't make no difference. I don't want you. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all both can live in a guest house. You and them kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have your own pathway. We ain't even got to see each other until Thanksgiving. Like, that's real. Only for holidays. That's it. Oh man.
So SK, unfortunately, many women take advantage, thinking of themselves, not their kids. But those that those women that work hard for their kids and they don't get much from the child father, and they can't keep afloat. Okay, I get it. Like, hey, if you only getting like 300 a month, I get it, man. Hey, I need 350. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give it to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's cold outside. Kids need winter coats, but 50K. How many winter coats they need?
Where's she at? Because if she in Miami too, we know it ain't for no damn.
Like, what are we buying? Like, how? I know families that get us getting through on the eighth of that. Like, it's crazy.
Shit.
Oh
man. All right, where we going?
Yeah. This last one, we missed this one earlier in the month. This one had a little scandal situation. Joy Taylor, she came, she dodged and weaved that. I mean, your man Ocho, he said, yeah, it was me, whatever. Dodge and weave that. My question to you is, for those that are unfamiliar, Joy Taylor was named in a suit between her hairstylist and the network, stating a lot of assault items kind of happened her way, as far as people being overly or overtly handsy or a little too friendly. Unfortunately, the main name in this suit was Skip Bayless. And listen, nigga paying 1.5 for anything is nuts. But we're gonna skip that part as well. My question to you is, why does society diminish pretty women on TV's abilities when we love to see them there?
Whew. There's no way to answer this without sounding sexist as fuck.
Yeah, I tried to set you up. Go ahead, D. Get out of
this. There's no way to answer this without sexist as fuck. Sounding sexist as fuck. Listen, we all know the adage, right? You know what I'm saying? If that would have been Acho was smashing the head of production and she was a female, nobody would give a shit, right? Because he's a man. So we are accountable for the male privilege on this show, ladies. We have no problem with that. This is just a sad thing that I think society will never get over. And I love the way Joy approached it. She pretty much brushed her shoulder off and kept it pushing, and you know what I mean?
She said, "Y'all got tapes? I ain't think so. Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm out of here."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's straight up to the fact that she said, even if I did, so do I not do my job? Do I not give y'all positive content? Do I not break down these analytics? Did I not bring spice to which would probably be a white dominated cast of people, maybe before Stuart Scott really started doing this thing? Like, we and this is the problem, man. This is what I hate. And this is why all the pretty girls don't come outside and they don't talk to y'all, because y'all know how to act when they come out and when they're doing their thing. Give them their space, give them their props, because now this is the weird shit that makes them turn away the guys that are really there to get to know them and do the right thing. Because most of the men that they interact with are fools. They act like they've never seen a woman before. So that's the shit that bothers me. Because I know a lot of women who are trying to do the right thing, trying to come up in this world, and because they do have these features, they get treated a certain way, and it's shitty. It's shitty, and it needs to stop.
That's super crazy. Now, playing devil's advocate here on these next two questions for you, my brother.
Yo, man. He said he ain't getting out of here clean.
in the event, hey, man, if you was a single guy, man, no kids, man, no partner, no mainstay at the crib, man, would you ever advance your career in this manner if a top exec in your company insisted?
See, that's not fair, because if she looked good, and I ain't doing it to advance my career. I'm doing it because, she looked good and we got a connection. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's deeper than just doing it.
I mean, add this caveat. What if they weren't? What if they weren't your type?
Oh, hell no. Nah, man.
Fuck the career and you.
Yo, man, listen. My body is a temple.
It's a temple. So you gotta protect it. You gotta protect it.
My
you gotta
body
protect my peace.
Dog. I don't care how much Hennessy you put in front of me. I can't force certain things to happen just to advance. Like it's not gonna compute. Like it's not gonna compute.
I don't know if it's documented. It may never be documented. I'm not sure if a male will ever come out with this news, but that has to have been a male who fucked his way to the top, right? That has to be, right? Like, I'm not talking like, the corn industry. I just real like, like just real, 9 to 5, like, yo, man, I'm moving. I got me a corner office.
Did you say the corn industry?
Yeah, I want to say I
like say that. No, I like it.
Yeah, I want to. Not the corn industry. You know what I mean? But it's gotta be a guy out there who's willing to put the whole. Yeah, it was me. Put the whole face on, like you know what I mean. The first 48. I mean, talking from a blurry face screen. It's gotta be something. There we go. Cheryl Boomerang. Eddie did it. Eddie did it. Yeah, Eddie did it.
Yeah, that's right. Eddie did it. Eddie was.
She was not his type. She was not his type. But he clapped. He clapped though. He had the opportunity.
He sure did, man. Hey, listen,
he felt horrible.
What? If you got the ability to just, you know what I'm saying? Like, by all means, player, do what you got to do. But I will climb that ladder. Like, I can't do it. Fuck that elevator. I will climb the ladder, bro.
Climb that ladder, man. See, I know it's missing a step, but I still gotta climb it.
That's it, man. Shit, upper body strength, dog. Oh man. All right, what else we got here? All right, so moving on to TV show, movies, and music recommendations, y'all. Listen, Netflix is coming for y'all pockets once again, everybody. They are looking to raise prices again. You'll see here, if you have the standard monthly plan with no ads, it increases about, what is that, like $2.50. And if you have it with ads, it's going up $1. I think this is starting at sometime in February or March. Yeah.
Your Netflix is on the wire every 3 months. Yo, price of the brick going up, and everybody just be like, "Yo, all right," like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody cancel their Netflix, man, and they know they said, "We took out Blockbuster, we good. Like we could keep doing this for another 3 years, so y'all figure this shit out."
They're definitely I love what they're doing with the live streaming now. They're definitely. They're trying to stay like, this is the difference to your point of what Blockbuster versus Netflix. Netflix is not trying to stay stagnant, stay complacent. They're looking at every innovative way to keep it pushing. They're probably trying to poach people from other organizations who can't get raises and promotions so they could come over there and share their ideas. So I love this competition between them and Amazon Prime, trying to figure shit out. Max is over here like, what the fuck we gonna do? Disney said, you know what, fuck all that separate shit. Hulu and ESPN, just come over the umbrella, baby.
Come on, man. Come over to the umbrella. You too, National Geographic. Come on down, bro. We love Shark Week. We love Shark Week over here.
Well, we got people opening 3 or 4 different apps, man. Just come to Disney and you can access everything, baby. One-stop shop. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real tight this September when my Netflix thing pop up says, "You want NFL Sunday ticket right here on Netflix?" I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I already see it coming, man. They're gonna fuck us up.
Yeah. Now, I watched a lot of shit since we last spoke, man, but I'm only gonna talk about one today because this one has my attention most recently. And I'm talking about Landman on Amazon Prime, y'all. Billy Bob Thornton is the man. And the dope thing about this, and I think I was talking about this with a colleague yesterday. The dope thing about what he's talking about with the drilling and how it impacts everything, and how people have been, pushing against the drilling because of all of the rights that are actually violated when they do this. And then he had to break down the shorty about, well, you think the wind turbines are any better Where do you think that metal is made from? Where do you think they get that from? This show is actually par for the course, because one of the executive orders that I think Trump enacted was to stop the official push for like the electric vehicles and the fossil fuels and all of that stuff, right? So he's looking to keep those oil companies, still getting money. So it's funny. Watch the show, because it's gonna bring a lot of things to light that's gonna help you make sense out of what's happening with that executive order. It connects a lot of dots.
I was told a good friend of mine told me Landman was really good. I got to get into that one.
Yeah, and then it's Billy Bob Thornton, man. If you love a good person that is witty and curses a lot, Billy's your guy.
Billy's your boy. Billy is your boy. He gets it done a lot. He gets it done.
Absolutely.
Any quick shows I caught up on? I did. It was an old news show to me. I was a big fan of the Dexter series, but they had the New Blood one. It's like a 10-year gap, but they kind of wrapped it up, put a little bow on it. I appreciated that. I didn't know how much I missed the theme song. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a cool little show they did there to wrap that up.
Yeah, man. New Blood, Original Sin. Definitely, man. I had to do the ultimate binge to catch up with all that. You know what I'm saying? Prove my love every night out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Shit. So switching over to FCP Sports Corner, man, we're going to move things along because we really want to talk about this NFL stuff that's coming up this weekend. First thing first, we're going to shout out Dawn Staley, head coach of South Carolina women's basketball. She made history with her new contract extension through 2030. She is now officially the highest paid women's coach in history. We don't watch pockets. We just watch history. So shout out to Dawn. Do your thing, baby girl.
I'm watching pockets because her jacket selection on the sideline is just, I'm sorry, on a hardwood is just impeccable.
Yeah.
Impeccable.
She might be the only coach with a stylist, man, for real.
Facts. Maybe that lady in Texas, maybe her in Texas. I think she's a assistant coach. But one more shout out, Jamal Crawford. He got signed to NBC Sports for the upcoming NBA season as a broadcaster. Shouts to him. I do appreciate his point of view as far as when he is up on those TV shows, speaking sports and basketball for sure. Because 6 man in a year, many years over, he knows the league. You know what I mean, and he knows the ins and outs of the sport. And it always is good to see another black space on NBC. You know what I'm saying? NBC is not really, I think he signed that right before Trump got in. So he's going to be there for a little bit. You know what I mean? So shouts to him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This next item here before we jump into the NFL. I don't know how to present this without any issues.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, man. I was like, you sure?
I call this top or bottom. Not like that. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. But no pun intended on the butt part, but just one T. Would you rather be the top of a bottom tier or the bottom of a top tier? For example, would you want to be the starting quarterback on a bum squad or the fourth string quarterback on a championship team? Like, what? How is your psyche dealing with the ups and downs of top and bottom?
Starting quarterback on a bum team.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because the likelihood of the team's trajectory changing, right? Like if this is NFL, the likelihood of the team's trajectory changing is higher, right? If you're in college, now with the transfer portal too, it's a good thing because if you show out, you more than likely enter the transfer portal and you can end up on a good squad. So yeah, I'll take starting on the bum team.
Okay. I think I'll pick the latter. Fourth string QB on the championship squad. Like at least while I'm learning, I'm getting hardware. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like if then when my time is ready, it's like, all right, I've seen it all because I've seen it all. They let me just watch them for years on end. Now I know how to do it myself. But I'd much rather learn from like Jordan versus learning from Jordan's son. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. It's like I'd rather. You know what I mean?
The
All right.
funny thing that comes with that is if you're the bottom tier on the big squad winning the championships, right? You always get critiqued for, well, it's like getting credit for the group team project, right? And you didn't do something, right?
Sure.
To your point, though, you're learning, but at the same time, you don't get the same endorsements like the starting guy on the bad team because he's the starter. So yeah, he hears about, oh, you guys are like 2-14, you're trash. Like, yeah, man, but I cleared like, you know what I'm saying, some good 20-30 million this year in endorsements.
Joe Burrow tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like we laughing all the way to the bank, baby. So yeah, man, yeah. I'll be on that Giants team. I'll take it.
He said, "Pay me in cash, please."
Yeah,
oh man.
oh man. But
All
all right, perfect segue into this. And brother, I'm here to learn from you, right? You know what I'm saying? I know you watch football. I know you played football. So this is all about asking you questions about what we saw over this past weekend and what are you expecting coming up this weekend. So let's start in order. Chiefs, Texans. What'd you think about that game, man?
The Chiefs Texans division. Listen, I'm dying to see Pat get knocked off his high horse. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I knew the Texans was the team to do it. You know, like, you know what? This was pre Ravens game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Give my man Lamar a shot. You know what I mean? He already gotta go through hell to get to the mountaintop and then see what's up there and fuck some more shit up. But it was the Texans, they fought back, you know what I'm saying? It was a valiant effort. You know what I'm saying? But Chiefs going Chiefs. And then when they got the refs with them, it's a whole nother ball game. You know what I'm saying? So they just replayed a 3rd and 9 and nobody we still don't know to this moment, we still really don't know what happened, why that 3rd and 9 got replayed, but hey man, we're here. But hey, shouts to Stroud. He had an awesome year. He did awesome as a sophomore. As you know, his rookie year was behind him, so he's trying to see if he still got it. You know what I mean? But he still does have the muster to be a quarterback in this league. So shouts to him. Now,
I agree, man. They got to do something about that offensive line, man. They really do, because he was getting run down this season. He was getting run down. Oh my God.
Running for his life a lot. When he runs versus other quarterback and run is different. They be running, you know. You know what I mean? They be like, oh, who's open? Who's open? He's like, yo, get the fuck out. You know, it's different. It's different when he starts running. But the second game over the weekend, the Lions versus Commanders. Now,
yes, sir.
Listen, number 1 in the league. We got further last year, so Super Bowl or bust. Everybody knows that all year long. We get all the wins that we need. We lock up home field advantage. And we got a rookie quarterback coming in against us. He won't stand a chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Little did they know, Jaden Daniels has seen this shit already. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the only rookie with past experience. That makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah.
But I did find out that upon his contingency to sign on to any NFL team, it was mandated that he had VR training part of his his learning schedule, as far as just being able to get more repetitions in without having physical bodies on the field. He could do this all on his own time. And to even boost morale, he did all that VR training on like 1.75 speed. So when he's in the real game, the shit seems slow to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh God. I'm like, thank God Tom Brady never found this. You know what I'm saying? So he's playing, he's seen every coverage. He's literally gone through every pass play. He's just been preparing for shit that he may or may not see, but he knows how to get around it if he does see it in real life. And the fact that it's like, Streets is done. He got next. Just because he already seen the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to prepare for that. So him doing his thing, he's definitely getting rookie of the year for sure. I don't know who else kind of outperformed him in that, right? He's in the fucking conference championship. But hey, shout out to Detroit. Hell of a season. I don't know where you guys definitely disappeared at the house. But shouts to you guys. Shouts to you guys. And on to next season for sure. What was your thoughts on that one?
I feel for Dan Campbell. I definitely feel for Dan Campbell. I want to say losing Aiden Hutchinson really hurt them, but Aiden Hutchinson was there last year. So the same squad was there last year. So it's like,
exact spot.
What happens. And then, I feel for Jared Goff, man. I mean, damn, bro. Like, this is exactly why the Rams said we're good. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you come up and show up in the game. Like, this is the game before the game. Just to, and against, Redskins. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. The Commanders defense. Man, it just shows you how this team grew behind the confidence of Jaden Daniels. Shout out to the coaching staff over there, man. I mean, that's elite work. That is elite
going
work.
into Detroit, number one in the business on this side of the league.
Yo,
that was.
It was cold. It was cold out there, man. Them fans must have been pissed. Like, that's crazy. That's fucking.
Outside in Detroit it was cold, but thank God they got a dome, so it was all right.
They do. Oh shit, yeah.
It was all right. It was all right. It was definitely cold outside. It was definitely wearing fur coats on the way to the bus. You know what I'm saying, for sure. The Eagles Rams game, that was cold. That was cold. That was.
That snow.
We got some of that snow. Philly ain't too far. We got some of that snow, unfortunately.
That snow's coming down, man.
What was your thoughts on Saquon on this game?
He's that dude. He is that dude. Like, just when you think he wasn't gonna have an amazing game, he then breaks one out, and then comes one in the third or fourth quarter, and then breaks another one. It's like destiny, bro.
Yeah,
it's feeling
that way.
And they showed it. I mean, the Rams tried to make it interesting, but the Eagles eagled. And that's about it, man. So shout out, man. Fly, Eagles, fly, man. They're the only ones in their way. Only one.
That's a fact. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. The first half, I was a little nervous. I think Rams was up by like maybe 3 points, 4 points.
Yeah.
And the whole first half, I'm like, they should have let that man break that record in the regular season. Had a chance. Now he might not even get to the next game, and they're gonna be like, well, we did it for the team. I'd have been tight, you know what I mean? But Eagles came back, and Eagles fashion, they took care of business.
Yeah. All right, man. This was the heartbreaker, man. This was the one that I didn't even say. So I'll tell y'all the truth, right? I was about a half a cup of Hennessy and ginger ale in, and I fell asleep. You know what I mean? Like, I fell asleep mid-game. But Ravens looked like they was in it. Like, everything was looking good. A Lamar interception and Mark Andrews fumble later. I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening?
That was painful to watch, because I knew going into this game, I said, listen, whichever quarterback loses this game is going to get the MVP. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't want Lamar to get another MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my whole motto. I was like, nope, I don't want him getting it this year, because he got bigger things on his plate. We got it last year. We got year before that. We going for that boy Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? But it was a heartbreaker for him, because like one mistake went by. It's like, all right, he threw a weird intel. You know what I mean? I don't know if he misread the coverage or the receiver ran a different angle that he thought he was going to run, but he had to throw before the break. But that's it. Like, when he threw that intel, I was just looking at the TV with the Doctor Strange face. Like, that was your one fuck up, bro. If you want this game, that was your one fuck up. Like, you can't do nothing else bad. And if you want to win this game in Buffalo against these boys that want it as bad as you do, that's the only mistake you was able to have. But Mark Andrews came through. He had the catch. He was trying to get some extra yards from some yak. He punched the ball out. He lost it. And I was just like, you know what? Hey, Mark, that was your one fuck up. As long as you get one and you get one, we are fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? But neither you can do nothing else bad the rest of this game if you want this to work out in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
You know what I mean? And then the second half came. He was down a little bit, driving. Then Lamar tried to do a little bit of, a little shimmy, try to get some extra work done. Ball's a little slippery in the weather, man. Lost the fumble. that hurt. That one hurt. And that's when that fumble came, I was like, yeah, I don't see it happening, man. Like,
yeah.
That one hurt me. That fumble hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, the Mark Andrews fumble that sucked. We were driving. That was a whole that was a morale killer. That one. But the Lamar one was like, all right, we can still do it. We just got to get together as a team. Then that shouldn't happen. I was like, man, fuck this team. Like, but yo, in true Lamar fashion, he still got him. He had him there in the end. He still had the opportunity. Wild scramble, still caught the late touchdown. I'm like, oh shit, 2 points?
2 points.
I'm like, yo, what they gonna do? I'm like, Lamar gonna run it. He gonna fake it to Henry. What they gonna do? He rolls to the right. I said, okay. Shake and bake a little bit. Okay, that's Lamar stuff. He does that. I said, oh shit, Andrew's in the corner. He's going. Throw the ball to him. I said, oh, OT, baby. And he drops it.
Yo.
I was like,
yo, dude.
I was like, they don't got no more timeouts.
No.
I was just like, Lamar can't keep going out in this flashy, weird fashion. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always this close every time. It's 1 to 2 plays every time it feels like. But salute, congrats on your early 3-time MVP honor. It should be coming soon if they haven't announced it yet. Once you woke up, what was your thoughts on the rest of the game?
I was there with you. I was like, how did this happen? You know what I mean? But then I'm like, I'm hopeful. And yeah, I remember that drive, man. You know, he ran for a couple yards. And then, you know, before he made that touchdown pass, I think either Likely or Bateman, you know, I'm seeing him and I'm like, yo, run, nigga. Like, you know, let me take off. Like, why you sitting there in the pocket? Don't throw another interception. And then when he threw the touchdown pass, I'm like, all right, this got to be destiny, man. Like, you had 2 turnovers and you're still in a position to take this to OT. This is destined for Lamar to get here. Like, this is it. And then similar to what you saw, man, he hikes the ball and I see Mark. I'm like, hit him. Like, he's right there. And Lamar put that shit right in the breadbasket, bro. And Mark, I
don't know.
The moment can't be too big. And I think that's what stops certain guys. The moment just be too big for certain people and they don't know how to just do the regular fundamental basics. Now, I'll give my disclaimer. I've never played football in those temperatures and had to catch a ball thrown by a professional quarterback. So I cannot attest for how your fingers would feel at the moment, or I can attest. But what I can say is, if you plan on being great and achieving the highest level of your craft, you need to be ready for the moment. My prayers to Mark Andrews, man, because that was a once in a lifetime moment. I don't know if he's gonna get that again, bro.
So just catch it and fall, man. We got it. Just catch it and fall.
That was it.
Nothing more you got to do. Literally, just catch it and fall, bro. Just catch it and fall. No yak needed. Just catch it and fall. But hey, man. But hey, Lamar is in the true best way to put this, sportsman that he is. Went straight to Josh after the game, gave him a quick salute, hugged Andrew, said, "Yo, it's not all on you. Let the media know it's not all on him. It's a team effort. We all made mistakes." He put the L on his back, you know, on to next season. But I know this one hurt, man. Because it's weird. Every season he gets better than his last season. So it's like, yo, you can't keep getting better and not get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it happens. It keeps happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man. If anything, it's being ready for the moment. Knowing or seeing the professional that Mark Andrews is, seeing how him and Lamar really just connected this season. Because I think the last 2 seasons before this, for some reason, he wasn't really hitting Mark Andrews that much. So I think this year
injuries,
so this year they found that chemistry. To your point, if he stays healthy, and if they're in this position again next year, I highly favor Mark Andrews doing everything in his power to make sure that they get to the top. So, yeah, man. But
that's what bugged me. Like, Mark Andrews ain't no bum. Like, that's what was fucking with me. I was like, yo, he makes that catch 99 out of 100 times, bro. But this one, ooh man, we needed this one, bro. And even with the fumbles,
the greats. This is what put the Jeremy Shockeys, the Rob Gronkowskis, like this is what put the Travis Kelce's. This is what put them in their class. And if Mark Andrews wants to be there, you gotta execute.
Gotta make those when it counts, man.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about this weekend, brother. First, let's start off on the NFC Championship side, man. Eagles versus Commanders. They split the regular season matchup with the Commanders getting the best of the Eagles when Jalen Hurts went out under concussion protocols. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like Saquon runs all over them again, or does the rookie phenom Jaden shock the world?
Ooh. I think a little bit of both. I think Saquon gonna get his money. I think Jaden gonna put up his numbers. But I do think the first defense to step up and force that turnover, or make that big hit, that game-changing hit, or whatever that plays may be, is gonna take care of this game. Because both offenses are powerhouses to this capacity. So I think the first defense to step up will take care of this game for sure. But I was a big man in Philly. That's not a far ride. I assume Eagles are the fave, right? Home. Yeah, right. Yeah. They're the fave. I might put my money on the Commanders. Give me a little return. Give me a little return back. But it should be a good game. Nonetheless, what I think Eagles take care of business at the crib. I do think they take care of business. Who you got?
I think Darius Slay takes this one personally, man. I agree with you. I think the Eagles come out victorious. I think Saquon is way too close. If he's got to run through 6 defenders, if he's got to do a triple backflip, we know he's capable of doing it. Like it would take a serious meltdown by Jalen Hurts for them to lose this game. If Jalen Hurts becomes out of sorts, starts panicking, starts making bad decisions, they don't stand a chance. But other than that, I'm with you. I got Eagles.
Okay. On to the magic though. The late game.
Chiefs Bills, man. 4th postseason matchup, if I'm accurate, man.
Yeah, I think Josh is 0-3, right? Josh 0-3, right?
Let's get right to it. Does Josh Allen finally get past the Mahomes wall, or does Patty Mahomes reign supreme again?
Pat gonna reign supreme again, man. It hurts. I feel bad for Josh already. He might not even get a chance to do it, just like last couple times. It's just like you just be sitting there like, yeah, they still got the ball, bro. I think he's going to kill them with the time possession, man. I think the Chiefs take care of business. Unfortunately, I would love to see Josh come through and knock Mahomes off his high horse, but I think in my heart of hearts, I felt Lamar had to be that person to do it, but I don't know if Josh is able to do it. I think Lamar has good luck against. Well, his record against Mahomes is sad too, but I think he would have had better luck for some reason this weekend versus Josh. But I just think the Chiefs got Josh number, man. He just can't get around him. It sucks. It's like a voodoo doll or some shit. It sucks, man.
I hear you. I agree with you again because I feel like the Chiefs' defense has gotten better as the season went on. I feel like Mahomes has found a chemistry with his receivers. Getting Hollywood Brown back was big. Acquiring DeAndre Hopkins was big. I say I don't think this is even going to be close. I think the Chiefs might run away with this one because I just see Patty wanting to make a statement that this is not a rivalry if you never win. So
it's a fact.
So I think Patty he makes a statement this Sunday, and yes, I think it's a blowout.
Yeah, so we both got Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl, huh?
Yeah, rematch. It was them, right?
Was it them last year? Who did Jalen lose against? I think Jalen, not last year, the year before that.
Jalen,
I got there,
Yep.
But
I think we're gonna get that rematch. We got the 49ers Chiefs rematch. So now we need the Eagles Chiefs rematch. We need that again.
All right. Hey, if it's in Saquon's book, it'll be magical. It will be magical. There's not too many teams. Like only the Giants beat Brady. Just those two times. That's it.
Right.
That's it. So somebody, if he gets there, like,
yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
Patty knows if I get this, automatic. You know what I'm saying? So has to switch that. Somebody has to switch that up for him.
Yeah, man. All right, brother. Anything else before we get up out of here?
I'm good, man. Nice to see you, man. Love you a lot, man. It's been I miss the old jargon back and forth here.
Yes,
But yeah, man. Shit. Middle of January already, bro.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Listen, we are 1/12 into the year, y'all. If you set goals, make sure you're moving forward, moving with them, moving with strength, man. Make sure you're loving yours, man, because life is not promised. And, similar to you, Kenny, man, it's always a pleasure to be back here, chopping it up, doing our FCP thing. As always, make sure y'all subscribe. We are on every social platform. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. So no matter where you're at, if you're on YouTube, you can just click subscribe right where you at. If you're on any of the other platforms, you can click the link in our bio to take you right to our YouTube page so you can subscribe, check out all our episodes. We just had a great episode, 100, hit the century mark with CC Media. So you definitely want to check that out, as well as all our old episodes. We have Fabe on here. Shout out to Fabe checking in on YouTube, man. We had we had 2 great episodes with Fabe. So you could go check those out when you get a chance. We appreciate everybody on IG, man. Shout out to Tanya, Jeff, Chef Cheryl, Mrs. Lee, SKL, A-Dub, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in from all the platforms. We appreciate y'all taking 2 hours of your time out as we welcome in 2025, the FCP way, man. Love y'all and good night.
Yes, sir.